Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tom Graffeo. It's Friday afternoon and the market just closed. And I just want to take a few minutes to kind of have some comments that we can share this way. And I really just want to have a couple words about what's been going on. Certainly, I think the tariffs kind of jumped in more than any expected. The market had been selling off this year in expectation of some of this, but it clearly became more than anyone thought. And the market's reacted as such. Let me say my overarching theme about all of this, which is what comes in with the stroke of a pen can leave with the stroke of a pen. This has created an enormous bargaining chip for President Trump with the world. He can now work with each country to negotiate what he wants back and forth. Trump is a negotiator. He's been that all his life. That's how we have a book called The Art of the Deal, right? So this is his ultimate deal making, and he wants to set things up. If you think about what Trump has been celebrating the most since his presidency is the fact that so many companies are now coming in and bringing investment into the United States. He recently estimated that number towards $5 trillion. That's what Trump wants. He wants that from everyone that can do it. He wants to create jobs in the United States. He wants to create opportunity in the United States. And knowing that he's going to create good, working, paying jobs. You know, one of the big ones is a $100 billion investment by Taiwan Semiconductor in Phoenix. That was originally a $50 billion project that they doubled in size. Apple's pledged $500 billion, making movies, making things here, opening factories, everything. So when you look at all these companies and Stargate with its $500 billion, right? These are serious numbers. Let me tell you that from my stance as an economic studier of economics for the last 40 years and being, a real knowledgeable in this area, when companies have pledged to invest $5 trillion in the United States economy over the next 3 to 4 years, really 2 to 3 years or so, there's no possibility of a recession. There's too much money coming in. I'd be more worried about inflation, but I'm not, because I think that's going to be managed well also. So I may sound Pollyanna and I may sound a little, pie in the sky, but ultimately, when you have this much money being invested by companies, taking it out of their pockets basically and putting it into the economy, that's going to be very, very positive in the long run. These tariffs came in with the stroke of a pen, and if Trump gets what he wants, he can wave them with the stroke of a pen, country by country. I think he's looking for investment. I think he is looking for reciprocity. I think he's looking for them to buy more stuff from us. But when you look at the underlying things about what's happening in the economy, the jobs report came out today, and it was a great jobs report. Unemployment's at one of the lowest levels it's been for a long time. Great jobs report. 200,000 plus jobs created in March alone, which is fantastic. That shows a growing economy. When you look at inflation, inflation's above 2%, but it's not 3%. It's like 2.4% right now. That's super positive for us. There's a lot of underlying positive things that are happening in the economy. I think that they will play out. I'm going to be making another video, which is more technical, which we'll need to go through a different compliance channel, but explaining about the volatility and about how this is not unusual. But these comments are really just geared towards hang in there. We make some changes in the last day, minor changes, but important changes. And we are taking proactive action, and we're looking at it all the time. We care for you. We want to make sure you're comfortable. We know this can be emotional, and that's why we are always willing to communicate. We're having conversations with folks as fast as we can, and we hope to have a conversation with you also. Please reach out to us if you need something immediately. Very much looking forward to spending time with you. God bless you all. God's in control, and we're here serving you and serving him by doing so. So we look forward to working with you. Thank you again. I'm Tom Graffeo with Dev Investments, and we'll have more to say in the coming days. But thank you.